Hey Sagittarius, how are you this morning? All is well. Happy Monday. You know, Monday is my favorite day of the week. I know it's weird. So anyway, happy MLK Day. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Reverence always to my greatest hero. Someone who very much moved on their truth and was very courageous, and we could learn a lot. So, Sagittarius, let's get to it. Because just so if this is your first time, this is the daily message. This is a Sagittarius channel, but all are welcome. Maybe even if you're not a Sagittarius, you might get something out of it, And here, it's like a mishmash of everything, Sag. This isn't necessarily something that's happening today, but it is some energy that's coming through for your attention today, for sure. And I do go over general energies and specific situations. Now, those situations may not be for you, So, I'm not going to say take it as it resonates, because it's not always about the current moment or what's happened to you before. I get a lot of people saying that this has already happened, but, be open to maybe it hasn't. Because I have heard a lot from people, specifically in personal readings, that things that I've said have happened weeks later or all throughout the year or whatever. So you have to keep that in mind and always keep an open mind and use your intuition, Sagittarius. And remember that these are collective, not personal. I also do not expand on the readings in the comments, so keep that in mind. And I'm so grateful you're here. And thank you for all the kind words. I love y'all. I love the response to this channel. It really motivates me as well. So, that's what we do. We're Sagittarians. We're about inspiration and motivation. And the world needs your light, Sag. It really does. So, let's get to it. If you're looking for personals, check out the description box. It's all there for you. You're showing up in some really great energy, Sag. And I've even seen the Queen of Wands crop up a couple of times, as you will see. And when I think of Sagittarius, I know that Temperance is our card. I know it, but honestly, as I am a Sagittarian myself, and I really think the Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, forward, backward, round. And even though technically it would represent Leo, I think, no, it's all us, y'all. It's all us. I'm an intuitive reader, and that's something you should know. Because, I read cards through my intuition. So, just saying. So, Sagittarius, the energy you're showing up in today is the Eight of Cups. Now, I know what you're saying. Is that about walking away? No. No, especially in this card. I feel like it's a very contemplative energy where you're thinking about, you may be thinking about what you've walked away from, but it's really about, the things you walked away from and the places you're moving to, because this is kind of right in the middle, if you can see it, and what's interesting is the staff for me. So that you may just be thinking about, where you're going, what you've left behind, and where you're going, which actually is a really good energy. And if you've ever seen the traditional Eight of Cups, like they're walking towards the sun, you have love for the things that you left. You surely do. But, it's about knowing what's best for you and where you're going. And I feel like that's the play, Sag, gang. So here's the Queen of Wands and Judgment. Like, for real. I feel like there specifically is really interesting, because right underneath the Eight of Cups is the Queen of Wands, Judgment, and Page of Swords. It's like you're receiving some information, right? Because that's what the Page of Swords does. And it's really pointing you in the right direction, okay? With judgment tends to be a final decision, but you know, and you may be just looking back on things to look at the information. And the Queen of Wands is saying, you know what? I know what I need to do now. I know what I need to do. You know? So that's good. Your focus is the Ship card, change. There's a lot here about change and movement forward. And there's also a lot here about the process, to be quite honest. Yeah, because Ship is here, so change is definitely coming in. Things are moving forward. Okay. I just feel like you're starting to see possibilities where you didn't before. You may have thought with the Five of Wands that certain things were blocked from you. But now it doesn't feel that way. And that had to do with you just eliminating some people, Sag. Maybe some jealous people, or maybe just people that were standing in your way. And we've seen it, like, I swear, the last part of 2023, but maybe there's just a sense of you figuring it out. You know, you figuring it out, you know. These would be people who, I don't know if they were pushing against you or just didn't allow you to think in possibilities. And, you know, maybe even interrupted your positive energy. We have to be super, you know, resonant about the people we surround ourselves with. And like I've said multiple times before, what is draining our energy? Like, you know, not everyone's going to see things the way we do. But, you know, we can't be where we're caught up in a constant battle. You know, that is just draining. And I feel like that's what you're moving on from. You know, and that involved, you know, because Ship is definitely about travel. It's about distance. And it was just necessary for you to distance yourself on some level, right? And with surrender being here, that's what you're receiving. Like, you just said, I can't do it anymore, right? I can't keep trying to fix things. I'ma just give it to God. And, you know, because what you realized, Sagittarius, honestly, there was a truth that you had to face. There was a lightning moment for you, right? An aha, if you will. Ace of Swords. It's very interesting. It's like a, you know, in this card, the Ace of Swords very much has that energy of unfolding and blooming, right? And in order to make yourself bloom, in order to have this emotional balance, I mean, you had to face what was important and what you have. You know, Nine of Pentacles is all about your personal resources. It's also being grateful for what you have. And I feel like, you know, I also feel the Nine of Pentacles is a single solitary energy, you know, in which we realize that we are the opportunity. And so you had to surrender some things. You had to say, you know what, I can't do nothing about nothing no more. I give up, you know, and really pull the focus back in to you. And I feel like that's what this has been all about. And it's interesting because what this brings in is stronger relationships for you. I said what I said. I mean, this involves some inner work. It did, and you did it. You know, it's right. And movement is looking at the spiritual works. There was a lot here about removing obstacles. And those obstacles, you know, could have looked like people. who you just couldn't get on the same page with no matter how hard you tried. It doesn't make either side bad. It just means, you know what? This is slowing me down. This is slowing me down. I can't do it anymore. And that is, you know, you were probably putting out into the universe, look, I want stronger relationships that I'm aligned with, not relationships that are a constant battle, you know, because, and well, strength literally comes out in every single reading for you. And we're in an 8-year. It's going to be all about that, you know, going gentle into the night, which usually is about, you know, things ending, but it's like handling your obstacles with gentleness. You know, there's a lot here about going with the flow, knowing that, you know, moving on from things even in a state of flow, like whatever happens, happens, right? Because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feel like I constantly have to work things out. I want relationships that are easy. And it should be, Sag. It should be. And this is bringing in people you align with. The lovers. You know, that can, even on the romantic level, right? Even on a romantic level, Sagittarius. And the Page of Swords seems to be coming in for you quite a bit. Because, look, here again, we're seeing the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. It's really leading you towards someone. I feel like there may be someone coming in, someone that's really stable, has their shit together, right? Because you got information or realizations that said, you know, I know what I got to do, right? I know what I got to do. So you became very clear on what you needed to move on from. It's bringing in a King of Pentacles. That's someone who has their shit together, who is stable, who, you know, does the right thing, who is loyal, who is successful. Amen, amen. This is a new beginning, for sure. And you may be taking a risk, but this person is actually very much taking a risk. They are sharing some feelings with you because they want something with you. They, you know, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, you excite this person because the King of Pentacles is very much about doing the right thing, right? They always do the right thing. You know, they're very dependable, but I mean, I feel like you make them feel excited. You make them feel an excitement and, you know, a passion. And you know, recently I saw that I really hadn't really thought too much about, but, you know, the Knight of Wands can also represent patterns. And I feel like in terms of who you deal with, you've been moving on from a pattern. So as much as this King of Pentacles is attracted to you because they find you exciting and different, and you make them feel like you know how a child feels excited. You are attracted to their stability, to having someone you can count on, which is interesting. Even though you are a little guarded with this person. Okay. You are, and that probably is because of, yeah, this is new love, y'all. New love, new opportunities. I feel like also there is a sense of the world opening up for you. You know, if you're not, you know, a lot of people will say sometimes when love comes through, I'm not looking for love. Love is always looking for you. Okay? Because we don't manifest anything unless we have an open heart. And so love is always looking for you. It may not be romantic love. It could be, you know, that you're just getting, it's like new opportunities are showing up for you because you took the time to release what was necessary and to really probably effectively set boundaries, deal with patterns, and, you know, really put yourself first in terms of what you wanted. So you're showing up very strong. And I will tell you, though, it does seem, I said what I said, as if there is a King of Pentacles type of person very attracted to you. And they may actually be giving you an opportunity. Now, this could be an opportunity in business, in love, but there's something about you that inspires passion in this person. And, you know, it's always them buttoned up types, ain't it, Sag? And since the devil was also there, I would say that they think about you with a certain level of obsession. Who doesn't, right? But this is definitely a big shift, Sagittarius. You know, so let's see if we can see anything that might be happening today. Let's see what the what. Okay, Sagittarius, events that might be coming up for you. There's a pivot here, and I feel like you're being called to be not resilient, flexible. Storm ahead, life lesson, moving and relocating. Your moving and relocating is specific. But this may also deal with moving away from something, right? And I feel like what you might be moving away from is thinking that things happen in a specific way. You know, because there's a problem that comes up that requires you to make a pivot, which is not a total 360, but a little bit of a change. So let's take a look and see what this pivot is, Sagittarius. Because of a storm. You know, and, you know, that's Tower energy. That's like an unexpected change. It's kind of like your best laid plan, Sag. And if you are moving, then there could be some sort of problem coming in regards to that. So let's see what this life lesson's about. I feel like it's about being open to the pivot, you know, being flexible. So what's the life lesson here? What is the lesson? The Lovers. That's interesting. You know, making a heart-head decision. What is the lesson? You know, don't, like, not making... Oh, okay. This could be about moving for some people. Because there could be a change that happens, or a problem, you know, a fork, that really requires for you. It's like you have to make the decision here, but you have to make the decision yourself for everyone. Six of Pentacles. Like, you're having to make the decision yourself, you know, and it's a risk. So definitely you want to make sure you have all the facts before you make the decision, and not make the decision out of a space of emotions. Ten of Pentacles. The Emperor. Because everyone's counting on you. Like, people are counting on you to make the right one. This may be about a house. You know, kind of making sure all the resources are in place and that you have all of the information. Because the way you thought things were going to go, they're not going that way. And so you're being forced to step in and manage that fire. And the truth is that's one of the things we're good at. Definitely Sagittarius. Okay, that was really specific. So let's see what your soul truth is. So if you're moving, oh, please let me know in the comments, because I feel like that is a real thing there. Okay. Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm being distracted, Sag, because I've been seeing giraffes lately in my dreams. So there's it's so funny because I was looking at my signs card and it was the first card. It was like, it was like the universe wanted me to see it. It's about the big picture. Some opportunity. Okay, I'm here for it. I love opportunity. And God knows, we're all about the big picture, aren't we? Sheesh Louise. So let's see what your soul truth is, Sagittarius. Oh, that was quick. How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see, but you know is coming. Today's mantra, I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome and I joyfully trust the process. Which was showing up for you? Yes, yes. Which has been showing up for Sagittarius for some time. Because we are big picture people. You know, we like to see what's coming down the road. You know? I feel like we just like to be prepared for the shiznit, right? All right. So we're going to end this up with a mindful message. Something that might help you today, Sagittarius. Because I'm here for you. I am going to start extended readings this week. So, and pretty soon, before you know it, I will be doing extended readings and the daily readings, but not yet. You know, I have about 5 projects on my brain already. Okay. What would help Sagittarius today? We start lots of projects, don't we, Sagittarius? Lots of projects. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, there you go. I am enough. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. And that is happening. Also, we saw it. We saw it, Sag. And, you know, the universe wants you to be very careful about what you're projecting. Because what you project, you attract. Project love, Sag. Project positivity. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helps. Toodles.